And we are international on the podcast this week. We are talking with Kyle Whalen, the WQA Associate Director for Business Development, and he is joining us from Amsterdam from the AQUATECH'S show. And Kyle, it's great to see you and great to connect with you over these many miles.
Good to see you too, Wes. Thanks for having me again.
Well, let's talk about the show, Big AQUATECH'S show. This is the one international showcase piece that the WQA attends. We have a WQA Pavilion there. There are other companies joining you, but just kind of set the stage for us.
Yeah, so the building that we're in is owned by the RAI. It's a beautiful facility. I think they've got about over 800 exhibitors here, expecting about 20,000 visitors. So it's pretty exciting. They've done this show for several years, but this is very exciting time.
And the show itself is not just the point of use, point of entry water treatment that WQA is all about. There's more to it than that, right?
Sure is. Yeah, they do pretty much everything in water. So where we're at in our pavilion here, we're point of use, point of entry type products. But other halls are into the distribution. There's even a wastewater area. They've actually got a nice innovation lab as well for new products and new technologies.
And describe for us the WQA Pavilion there. I mentioned that we have that set up. Other companies are part of that. What's that all about?
Yeah, we've got about 15 other member companies that are exhibiting with us in our pavilion. From U.S. domestic, got some local European companies and as well as some Asian. So all around the world, kind of exhibiting as a group with us during the show here today.
And if you could describe what you're seeing in terms of the activity, and I know obviously a lot of people, but what are you hearing? What's the buzz? What's the flavor?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of the people, today especially has been extremely busy. Lots of people walking the floor, a lot of people looking for new technologies, new connections for distributors. I was actually able to sit on a couple education sessions over the last few days. Right behind us is the Clean Water World program. They're focusing on a lot of the point of use treatments with a specialization in PFAS. So it's not just a U.S. issue. It is definitely here in Europe and around the world. So it's been a big topic this week.
I was going to ask you what you're hearing as far as the kind of the main topics, and so that's certainly one, PFAS. Anything else that comes to mind?
No, I guess there's a lot of more connected devices I see. You're not just looking at your traditional RO, your traditional softener. These are appliances that, a lot of them connecting to your Alexa or your cell phone. So that's been an interesting technology. Pretty much wherever I look, I'm looking at them right now, just a lot of technologically advanced products.
And the AQUATECH'S show also features an innovation showcase or something along those lines, right? How is that going?
They do. I have not been able to make it over there yet, but it is, it's a combination of all different types of water, but, leaders in the industry trying to develop new products, new technologies to, be more efficient, look at it a different way, but really showcasing items that you've probably never seen before.
Yeah, and you were at the show because I was there in 2019 with you, and that was pre-pandemic. Then 2021, the show did take place after the pandemic had started to recede, if you will, and now you've got 2023. Compare 23 with 21. What are you seeing?
It's night and day. A lot of the similar exhibitors here, but expanded upon. And just over my shoulder used to be in 21 was a kind of a very open area for just seating and mingling, and it is full of exhibitors from around the world. Same thing in some of the other sections. They've got them packed to the brim. A lot of excitement. And even with just the traffic, they can definitely tell that it's picked up. More people willing to travel and be here face to face.
And what kinds of things are you trying to describe and explain to people who are stopping by WQA's booth, and what are you offering?
Yeah. So my main goal is obviously product certification. That's kind of where I live. Kelly is here with me as well. That's our strong push this week, talking to different exhibitors, talking to different customers that come up, but also able to help answer questions about membership, of professional education. One of the big things that's actually come up quite a bit is with the change to AQUATECH'S dates for 2025 being in March, a lot of concern that it might overlap with our show, but there's with the April dates, end of April dates, there's a lot of just questions coming across that make sure they're not overlapping, but they're kind of excited. They get a little bit of a time in between, so I think we'll be all good for that.
Well, no doubt that's going to be exciting as it moves forward with the momentum that this show is building. I would think that bodes well for our convention coming up in March in Orlando, right?
Yeah, I would think so. A lot of traffic. I've handed out a lot of flyers for our convention. Obviously we're here in Europe, and a lot of Europeans looking to come over to Orlando and join us for our show as well.
Well, Kyle, as somebody's watching this and they've either not been at the show or they're hearing you now, maybe, and it's kind of sparking some interest for 2024 or perhaps even the last quarter here of 2023 as we talk, how can they get a hold of you or anybody else at the Gold Seal Product Certification Program?
Yeah, probably the easiest is through our website. We have a gold seal at WQA.org or kwhalen at WQA.org. Best way to reach out to me and get a contact, or if they prefer a phone call, my number is also on our website as well.
All right, Kyle Whalen joining us from Amsterdam at the Aquatech show. Pleasure to talk to you, Kyle, and have a great rest of the show and time in Amsterdam.
Thanks, Wes. Really appreciate it.